Welcome guys to day 9 of Ab Camp. If you are just starting and joining me right now today for the very first time, then I encourage you to stop and go back to the beginning. These videos build progressively upon one another, and it's really important to have a strong foundation and really a great sense of body awareness before beginning exercises such as today's. So go back to the beginning if you need to, and if you've been with me the whole time, nice job. And let's get into our program today, which is about hiking. So any great summer camp involves hiking, and today we are going to do just that. You won't need any equipment at all, just a yoga mat. We're going to start on our mat and then end up standing up. So we're going to begin on our knees actually. I'm going to have you face me right here. And if you need a little something under your knees for extra cushioning, that's okay. Go grab it, a little towel or folded blanket. So your knees are about fist width distance apart. Try not to let them slowly slide outward to the side. And we're just going to begin with a little warm up, arms up overhead and then down. Getting ready for our hike today. So arms up overhead and then down. One more time, arms up overhead and then down. Okay, again, keep that padding under your knee if you have it, if you need it. And your left, this is my left leg, is going to go out to the side, left foot facing forward, so the side of the foot is parallel with the edge of my yoga mat. Okay, and we're going to move straight into gate pose. So engage through the low pelvic floor area and the low belly. So gently lifted, pulling inward and upward. And you are going to bring your left arm out to the side and your right arm up overhead. So swing that right arm up overhead and then just a nice side bend. Gate pose. And again. My right foot is straight out behind me. 2 more. Just a nice easy stretch. Last one. Okay. Now really make sure you're lifted through the pelvic floor and low abs, hands behind your head, and you're gonna come down to the side and then exhale, core is strong on the way up. 10 of these. So this is 9, 8, super slow and controlled, 7, really exhale on the way up, 6, 5 more. You'll feel it here and in your abs. 4 more. 3 more. Super slow and controlled. 2 more. Exhaling on the way up. Last one here. Oh gosh. Okay, roll it out. And we're gonna come down into a side plank position from our elbow. So elbows and knee and foot, or you can have elbow and staggered feet. I'm gonna show you the elbow and staggered feet position, but just know that you can always drop that lower knee down. Make sure your elbow is right under your shoulder and not out to the side. So nice and strong through the core, straight like a plank, pulling in through the low belly, engage through the low abs. And we're gonna begin with some pulses up. So pulse it, 10, 9, 8, crunching right here, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can stay right here, hand behind your head, and really pull your tummy in and exhale as you touch your elbow to the ground. Inhale up, 10 of these. This is 9, 8, you can always drop that bottom knee, 7, 6, exhale, 5, I'm gonna just breathe now, 4, 'Oh my gosh, right? Okay, drop that hip and take a minute to just stretch out to the side. That side that you just worked so hard. Oh my gosh, I love that burn. It's so good. And go ahead and come down through your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, lift your belly button to your spine. I'm gonna show you right here with a strong exhale. And then send your hips up and back into a downward dog position. Your knees can be bent. The most important part is that your bottom is going up toward the ceiling and that you're not like this, you're pressing back. Make sure your wrist creases are parallel toward the front of your mat. Again, knees can be bent, really holding that nice and tall up toward the ceiling with your bottom and really pulling your low belly in. Now walk those feet back just a little bit, wiggle them back and holding it nice and strong right here. Bring the right knee to your chest like you're curling up into a tight little ball. Right knee to chest as you exhale and back. Left knee to chest as you exhale and back. Right and back. Left and back. 2 more on each side. We're walking up that mountain. 1 more on each side. Tight little ball, keeping your bottom high. Tight little ball, keeping your bottom high. Okay, drop down and sit back. All right, so what we did was on our little hike, we went through the gate, we went up that incline of the side plank, and then we walked up that mountain. We're gonna do the whole thing on the other side. So come into your tall kneeling position on your knees, and you can bring now bring my right leg out to this side. The edge of the foot is parallel with the side of the mat. And you can have padding under this knee if you need it. Lift through the pelvic floor, gently pull in the low abs and stretch 5 times, nice and gently and easily. Breathing 3 more times. 2 more times. This is the gentle part of the hike. 1 more time. Okay. Now, tall and lifted through the core. Pelvic floor lifts, low abs pull in, tailbone lengthens down the back. You're lifted through the front, lengthening through the back. Hands behind your head and down and exhale on the way up. 10 of these. So take it nice and slow and controlled. Remember to keep your core strong and lifted and really exhale on the way up. Lifted through the pelvic floor. 7 more. 6, 5, lifted through the pelvic floor. 4, 3, super controlled. 2, and 1 more. Okay, now into our side plank position. So remember, we're doing this from our elbow, and you can do it from the knee, or you can do it from staggered feet. This is the full version, and it's a little bit harder. So if you ever get tired, drop that bottom knee. Drop it down. So let's show the full thing. Shoulder is directly over the elbow, and 10 pulses up. We go 10, 9, 8, feeling it right here, 7, 6, 5, 4, abs pulled in, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Hand behind your head. Really pull belly button to spine as you exhale and twist. Elbow touches the ground and then up. Exhale and up. 8 more. 7, 6, slow and controlled. 5, really pull belly button to spine as you twist. 4, 3, 2, belly button to spine. And last one. Oh, okay, down we go. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, back into that mountain climber downward dog. So you're going to tuck your toes under you. You're going to wardrobe adjust. You are going to really pull belly button to spine. And you're going to lift the bottom up to the ceiling. Keep the bottom nice and high up toward the ceiling the whole time. We don't actually want to be doing a plank. We want to be doing a downward dog. Walk those feet back just a little bit so you have a little more room to do our mountain climbing. So 5 times on each side. You're nice and strong through the core, and you're gonna lift, curl into a tight little ball on your right side and back. Exhale, curl into a tight little ball and back. 4 more on each side. And back. And back. Tight little ball, belly button to spine. 2 more on each side. Bottom stays high and lifted the whole time. 1 more on each side. Okay, good. Brief little break in child's pose. And then we're gonna move into a standing position to finish up. Stretch it out. Deep breaths. And roll it up. Come up into a standing position. And let's have some fun with some standing moves. So we're gonna pretend like we are moving through mud. I wanna challenge your balance just a little bit and get your hip flexibility, your hip joints nice and lubricated. And again, remembering that everything in the body is connected. Nothing exists in isolation. So really mobilizing and strengthening the hip flexors and all of the hip muscles is really good for your entire core. It's all connected. So really make this intentional movements on each side. And if you haven't already started with me, then let's start now. So engage your pelvic floor, pull in your low abdominals, nice and strong and stable through the core. Put your hands on your hips and really pick up one leg at a time, setting it carefully down and out to the side. Breathe with this, knowing that everything in the body is connected, and so strengthening the hips and strengthening the hip flexors and the bottom muscles is really important for the stability and strength of the entire core as a unit. So really get that leg nice and high. Working on your balance, working on your control, and working on really keeping your abdominal and pelvic floor muscles lifted and gently engaged as you do this moving through mud feeling. 2 more on each side. Make it really big. 1 more on each side. Last one. Okay, release. Let it go. Let your bottom be jiggly. Let your pelvic floor relax. Take a deep belly breath down into your pelvic floor, down into your belly, and then exhale. One more thing in standing, and then we're done for the day. So feet are about shoulder distance apart, lifted through the pelvic floor, pulled in through the low belly, nice and strong through the core. Hands behind your head. You're gonna turn your feet out just slightly, and then you are going to crunch, lifting your right knee up toward your right elbow, touching, and then down. Left side and down. Right side and down. Keep going. You want to exhale as you crunch and take it nice and slow and controlled. Now, if you're doing this with no shoes like I am, you're going to feel your little feet muscles waking up too as they have to find the ground and really prevent you from crashing to the ground. This is so good for your proprioception and awareness of your body and space. It's good for your whole body. Really hone in on the muscles of the hips and the core as you do this. Exhaling as you crunch. You can always take it slower than I am showing. Trying to make yourself even between the two sides. You might find that it's easier to move your body on one side than the other. That is not uncommon. Many people are a little off kilter for whatever reason. There are many reasons that this can contribute to this, but just do your best to try to be symmetrical and balanced between the two sides. Let's do 4 more on each side. 3 more on each side. 2 more on each side. 1 more on each side. Okay, shake it all out, let it go. And you should be feeling new areas wake up again, yet again, in your body. We don't often move in those ways. We don't often move with our feet turned out and our legs lifting to the side and things crunching, and it's really good to work your body and move in all directions, move in new ways, and just wake muscles up that have been dormant for far too long. Your body was meant to move, and so I'm proud of you for taking the time to move it with me. So there is more where this came from. Stay tuned for tomorrow, day 10. We're gonna be go-kart driving tomorrow. It's a great one. So stay tuned for that. Come on back, and thank you as always for watching and for showing up for yourself and for me. And remember, until next time, eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter.